Primetime Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. I'm Lane Hoffert and thanks for joining me. Wildfires in Alberta are continuing to shift, putting more people and homes in danger. The evacuation order for Sturgeon County has been expanded, now extending to the North Saskatchewan River. The fire is also threatening the town of Redwater, about 50 kilometers north of Edmonton.
On Township 574, we did 3 separate retardant drops with airplanes across that front of the fire, and it did nothing to stop that.
More than 40 homes near Redwater have been evacuated, and the whole town is under evacuation alert. The fire chief says since the fire started on Saturday, windy and dry conditions have pushed the flames beyond firefighting efforts in certain areas. They are warning residents that they need to be ready to leave within an hour's notice. Adjustments have been made to the current budget in Lloydminster. The 2025 budget was approved in November of last year. However, changes have been presented to reflect the currently debated mill rate, capital projects ongoing in the city, and the education levy.
The first thing that was brought forward was the request that the provincial government sends to the municipality, in essence, an education requisition. That's the taxes on your tax form that you will find about the second line down when you receive your tax notice, how much money is going to the school divisions that is collected by the city on behalf of the school divisions sanctioned by the government of Alberta.
Projects like the rehabilitation for the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre are being expanded upon, ensuring it will serve the community for many years to come.
We want to be very thorough and complete when administration brings that forward, saying this is the best recommendation we have for a building that's, again, an older building that has had maintenance, but now it's reached a point that it needs some very serious maintenance, and ensuring that the costs and the work that needs to be done is detailed enough with a complete detailed package so administration can bring that forward for council to debate and determine what the best course of action would be.
With the revisions finalized, Council now waits for the final mill rate to be passed, with the final reading being on May 20th. McHappy Day was underway at McDonald's restaurants all around the world. I have more on how Lloydminster celebrated for a great cause. McDonald's in Lloydminster was extra busy today, with people coming in for McHappy Day. During McHappy Day, a percentage of all McDonald's purchases goes toward the Ronald McDonald House, giving families a place to stay while their child is in the hospital.
We just want people to come in and have some fun with us. 10% of all food and beverages sold today will go to the Ronald McDonald House. And as well as that, we also have some merch, which includes the Happy Meal socks, so 4 different types of socks. My favorite being the Grimace, of course. And then also we have hearts that you can purchase for $2, $5, or $10.
One issue facing the Ronald McDonald House is the high amount of families being turned away from the facility due to a lack of rooms. Lloydminster McDonald's owner James Richer says a portion of the money raised on McHappy Day will go toward building more Ronald McDonald houses.
We're on a big build program that's going in Alberta right now, and the Saskatchewan is also doing a project to build 2 new houses, and Alberta's doing the same. Obviously, the need is out there, and part of McHappy Day is to also raise funds towards that as well.
McHappy Day could not be as successful as it is without the help of people in the community. One community member who shows up for McHappy Day year after year is New Country 95.9's Heather Clegus. She believes it's important to help out as it could benefit families from Lloydminster.
Well, it has the potential to support so many families right across the country, and with Ronald McDonald House having one in Edmonton and one in Saskatoon, those are ones that could potentially be utilized by families right here in our community. And just to know that if they have a child who's going through something awful, it's one less thing for them to worry about, where they're going to stay and things like that. So just knowing that that option is there for them, it feels good.
McHappy Day is a perfect way to enjoy a great meal while also helping out an even better cause. Lane Hoffert, Primetime Local News. We'll have more Primetime Local News after the break. The spring version of the Harvest Collective Market is being held on Saturday in Lloydminster. Stacey Comer has more on the vendors and a special contest.
If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, the Spring Harvest Collective Market is here. We have these a few times a year, and I'm joined today by Terry Hauser, who really is kind of the person who gets everything going with this market. So Terry, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit about Saturday's market. When, where, and how many vendors do you have this time around?
So it's happening at Nissan Hall at the Lloydminster Exhibition, Saturday, May 10th from 10 until 4. We have just over 40 vendors this year, and we're also being joined this year by the Alberta College of Massage Therapy. I want to make sure I get that correct. And they'll be doing free massages, 15-minute massages for people as well. So we'll have some vendors selling things, but we'll also have them joining us for a little extra service if you'd like it.
If people haven't been to the market, Terry, what kind of items can they expect? I had a look on the website and on your Facebook page, and it's really varied as to what is available for people who are going to attend the market.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Mother's Day weekend. So we've kind of got something for everyone. But if you are looking for a last minute Mother's Day gift, bring your mom down or just shop for them. But there's jewelry, there's home decor, there's women's clothing, kids' clothing. Lots of baked goods and treats and things like that. So yeah, literally a variety of things, something for everyone.
And you kind of try to make this a chill vibe so people can enjoy. And there is a chance to purchase some drinks if you want to sip and shop. Is that going to be the case for this one as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We always have a cash bar. So you can get a mimosa, or we always serve Lake Life Caesars at the bar. So another local company. And this year, Fiore Cafe is joining us as well. So they're going to have a small assortment of iced coffees or different, I'm not exactly sure what they're bringing, but some different coffee beverages for purchase as well. So yeah, you can get a drink from the bar or get a drink from them and take your time and wander around and shop.
Well, the one thing about this too is that there's no charge to get in. So you can show up and no entry charge, but it's not mandatory, but you can drop off a donation as well. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. We like to keep the event as accessible to everyone in the community. So if you are able to bring a donation, we'll be accepting monetary, like cash donations, or non-perishable food donations for the olive tree. But again, if you're not able to bring anything and you just want to come check it out, we welcome you to come down and see what we're all about.
There's also a really great giveaway with this, a chance to win a lot of cash that you could really do some damage at the market with if you were to win. So tell me about the contest and what's up for grabs.
Yeah, for sure. So you can enter on both our Instagram and Facebook pages. Same contest. There's over $1,000 worth of shop credits or specific items that most of our vendors have come together to contribute something. So you can come and basically, well, if you win it, you can come and have a big shopping spree with a ton of assorted things. So, and that closes Thursday at midnight. We'll pick the winner on Friday morning so that you've got a little bit of time to prepare yourself to come down and shop on Saturday.
And if you are looking for information on some of the vendors there, I know your Facebook page has a really good list and a little profile on each of the businesses. So how do people find you on social media, Terry?
Yeah, so we're on Facebook and Instagram. Our handle is Harvest Collective Market. We also have a website. It's harvestcollectivemarket.com. We've got a full vendor lineup on there. And yeah, we've been featuring each of the vendors over the past month or so. And yeah, there's a great variety this time around. So it's really fun.
Well, thanks for joining me once again, Terry. And just once more, the location, day, and time, please, for the Harvest Collective Market.
Yeah, so Saturday, May 10th from 10 until 4 at Nissan Hall at the Lloydminster Exhibition.
All right, well, thank you so much, Terry, and good luck with this event. And I know we'll be back chatting with you again for the following event, which will come up because, as we said, we do these a few times a year. So good luck. And once again, this is such a fun event for people to take in and see local vendors from the area, all kinds of stuff. Even if you're not shopping for Mother's Day, it's always good to treat yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
Alberta musician Kyle McKierney is continuing his tour and promoting his new album. Stacey Comer spoke with him about songwriting and his plans for the summer.
I have a special guest today joining me on Primetime Local News. He was recently performing in Lloydminster at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. Got a chance to see him again coming up in Edmonton and Saskatoon, and he has a new album out. Kyle McCurney is here. Kyle, thanks for joining me.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, it's going pretty good today, and I know you have a really busy schedule with touring and promoting the album. So let's talk about the album, To the River. Tell me a little bit about it. Quite a few tracks on it, and how long did it take you to get this all together?
This was a long one, actually. It was a year and a half in the making. I wrote 100 songs, I think, to try and, put my best foot forward. And making a record just takes time in itself, no matter what record you're making. So, yeah, it's been a long time coming. I'm happy to see it out there.
Now, you said you wrote 100 songs. So how do you narrow that down to the, I believe it's 13 that are on the album? That seems like quite an arduous process.
I think just trust your gut, That's what I try and do. I don't overthink it too much. Just choose the songs that resonate the best and the strongest. And then I start to kind of look at it as like, do these make sense together? Like as a whole record, is there a theme? Is there anything cool here? It's kind of my process.
The song and video you have out for Skeletons, I had a chance to listen to it. It really kind of has a haunting, deep sound to it. Was there a particular inspiration behind that song?
Yeah, I think that song was more just about, it was about the feeling that I had coming into my relationship with my wife, Sarah. So we've been together for 18 years. And I think in the beginning I was, I had experienced and done things and seen things that were secrets, things that I wouldn't share likely. But, as I got further in with Sarah and, began to trust her and vice versa, I think those secrets just kind of bring themselves to the surface sometimes and melt away. And there's kind of a freedom and liberation in all of that. And yeah, I thought it was worth writing about.
Do you generally write your songs by yourself, or do you have a number of different partners, or how does that work when you're putting songs to paper?
It's different every time. I mean, sometimes songs come out quick and I write them myself. Sometimes I write with some of my friends that are great songwriters. I enjoy doing that as well. It's a bunch of different ways, really.
Now, you are in the middle of a tour again. You are coming to Edmonton on Saturday, and then the following Saturday, you are in Saskatoon, which both in our broadcast area. So, a chance for our listeners and our viewers to check you out. So, tell me a little bit about being on tour. Do you really enjoy getting out there and interacting with the fans and seeing them sing your songs, or is that still kind of strange to see people singing these songs that you've written?
It's definitely a lot, It's definitely very touching and very. I'm just kind of in awe whenever that happens. It's really cool. Touring it's so fun sometimes. I mean, once you've done it a lot, I feel like the grind of it kind of becomes second nature, and it doesn't hurt as bad, I think, and you just kind of accept that all the beautiful moments are kind of impossible without the grind of it. So it's really fun. And you're out there with your friends. I mean, it depends who you're with, and I have a really great group of people, an awesome band. I enjoy spending time with them. So it's my wife Sarah's in the band, so I don't miss her anymore on the road. It's been really wonderful. The hardest thing is that we miss our kids. We have two boys, so when they can't make it, when they have to stay with grandpa and grandma, that can be tough.
So over the summer, Kyle, are your plans just to tour? Are you going to be writing more music? What's in the schedule, I guess, for you over the next couple of months?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna play live a lot. I mean, we're doing this tour, and then we're playing festivals through the summer, and then in the fall there's more touring and kind of right into next year, really. So I think, just promoting the album and letting it sit with people and playing live shows is the focus for the next while. I'm burnt out on writing. I need a break.
All right. Well, Kyle, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you so much. And once again, if people want to catch your shows, this Saturday in Edmonton, the following Saturday in Saskatoon, and also the full schedules on your website and social media. So thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully we can catch you again sometime in this area performing.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
That's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
Rolling Greens Golf Course always has a variety of events over the course of the golfing season. Our Jackson Fontaine has more on what's in store for this year.
I'm joined here today with Riley Fletcher, who is the Pro Shop Manager at Rolling Greens. So Riley, before we start here, could you just talk to me about how the golfing season's been so far?
Golf season's been awesome. We've been open for just about 2 weeks now, minus this wind that we have, but we live in Lloydminster, so that's what we have. But it's been awesome. All our regular faces and tons of new ones out. So I really enjoy that part of the golf game.
Riley, it seems like you guys always have some kind of events coming up at Rolling Greens. Could you name a few coming up soon and also into the summer?
We have our Tacos and Tequila event coming up tomorrow night, which is like a Spanish-themed tequila tasting and Tastes of Mexico event. We have our Mother's Day event, which is sold out now on Sunday. And then going forward, we have tons of our tournaments coming up, all available on our website at rollinggreen.ca. But ones coming up right away here are the Lloydminster Athletics tournament, the Labus tournament, and then the Lloydminster Bobcats are our next public tournaments that are coming up. And then aside from that, we have our 8th annual charity Farm and Ranch charity tournament that we host every year that we put on with local charities, United Way, Lloydminster, Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation, and the Lloydminster Rescue Squad. The benefits going to those charities. And yeah, I'm sure we'll have some more fun events coming up throughout the summer whenever we have a break in our tournaments and wedding season, and that all starts here right away. So,
do you guys have any big changes coming to the golf course in 2025?
We've added some bunkers out there. We're adding a new tee box on one of the holes, but nothing that'll impact any construction. No construction on the course that'll impact anyone's playing, but just a few things that we always try and make things more interesting and more challenging, or add a different take on a hole that we've had.
Riley, what do you think sets Rolling Greens apart from other golf courses nearby?
I think that our attitude towards everyone, we're a family-owned golf course since 1991. We pride ourselves on our customer service and our ability to know everyone that comes through the door, and just making sure that everyone feels welcome here.
And Riley, my next question is probably a pretty simple one, but I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to do this because I don't know how much it's going to cost me. But so say someone doesn't have a golf cart and doesn't have golf clubs. Do you know exactly how much it's going to cost them to golf at Rolling Greens?
Yeah, so like we have, like for someone getting into it, we have early bird specials. We have twilight rates. So early bird is anytime before 11 a.m. during the week. It's $20 to walk 9 holes, $30 to do 18. So you're looking at, like, with a cart, you're looking at $36, I think, taxes all in. And then same thing for after 4 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Those are the same prices. We have rental clubs available, which are our 9-hole rentals are $25 for rent for someone to try out some clubs and rent some clubs. So there are a lot of options. Our green fees this year they're the same prices. Our memberships have stayed the same this year as well. So something that we're pretty happy to offer everyone. Is our memberships haven't gone up, so we're pretty happy with yeah.
And Riley, if someone is looking to find more information on the events you just mentioned, and also some basic information like you just gave there, what would be the best way to do that?
The best way is our website at rollinggreen.ca has everything on there. It has our events calendar, it has all the tournaments we're hosting, it has info on our men's nights, our ladies' nights, everything in between, and then contact forms for weddings, our RV park. It has, our website is pretty all encompassing, and it will lead you, answer any question you have, whether it's for catering, our restaurant, our golf course, RV park, everything in between. It's all on there. All our weddings and events are on there. And if you have any questions further, then we just ask people to call the Pro Shop, and we'll do our best to point you in the right direction.
Finally, is there anything else you'd like to add about the events coming up or the golfing season?
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, just give us a call. We're happy to make, if you are a new golfer, we're happy to make a time where it is easy for you to come out and not enjoy the pressure of someone else chasing up behind you or something like that. We're willing. We want to make everyone enjoy their time out here, and we want to make sure we do what we can to make that happen.
Perfect. Well, Riley, thank you for all the information today, and good luck with the season.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Now let's take a look at your pets of the day.
Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.